Hello everyone, my name is DJ Wood. I am a third-year Latin student with Professor Anderson. I'm doing an independent study with him this semester, and as part of that, I'm going to be going through reading chapter number 2 with you guys this week. So, let's get started. I'm going to read through the first reading section all at once, and then we shall look at each individual sentence. Tandem Graeci Troiam longum post bellum superant. Aeneas filius Anchisae ex urbe fugit et multis cum sociis ad partem Italiae navigat. Troia et huic loco nomen est, ibi Troiani praedam ex agris agere incipiebant. Latinus rex aboriginesque qui tum ea tenebant loca, cum armis ex urbe atquet agris concurrunt. Troiani arma ad proelium parant. Sed ante bellum Latinus ducem ad venarum vocat ad conloquium. Qui estis, rex dicit, Aeneas miseram fabulam Troiae narrat. And here we are with the first sentence. So, tandem's an adverb. It'll be going along with superant at the end, meaning finally. So, then we have the Greeks. Finally, the Greeks. We have Troiam longum post bellum. It's a string of accusatives, but Troiam and bellum are feminine and neuter respectively, so they can't be going together. If we look at post, it'll help us organize things a little bit. Post takes an accusative, and on each side of it we have longum and bellum, which do agree as both neuter singular accusatives. So after the long war. That leaves Troiam as a feminine singular accusative for our object of our verb coming up next. Superant. Or they overcame is the meaning of this verb. Literally, they were above. So finally, the Greeks overcame the Trojans after a long war. Aeneas filius Anchisae, or Aeneas, son of Anchises. And then we look ahead, we see this et. Ets join two things that are playing the same role in a sentence. In this case, it's going to be two verbs, fugit and navigat here at the end. So Aeneas is going to flee and he's going to sail. And then we have other words just basically describing the actions. So ex urbe fugit, he fled from the city. And multis cum sociis, with many allies. Ad partem navigat, he sailed to a part. And then we have a genitive modifying partem, Italiae. So it's a part of Italy as opposed to a part of Spain or Gaul or Greece. So Aeneas, son of Anchises, fled from the city and with many allies sailed to a part of Italy. Troia et huic loco nomen est. And Troia was the name with regards to this place. Ibi Troiani praedam ex agris agere incipiebant. There, the Trojans began. So this incipiebant is going to want a complementary infinitive. You begin to do something. They began to plunder or steal spoils or booty of war from the fields in this new place where they have sailed to. Latinus rex, here we have two nominative singulars in the sentence doing the same thing. This is called apposition. They are doing the same role in the sentence. They are both subjects of our verb, along with aboriginesque. That que, as we know, is and, but it attaches to the end of after the word that it's modifying. So it actually, when we read it, we're going to translate it in front of. So the King Latinus and the Aborigines, or the people who were living there, who then were holding that imperfect, ongoing sense of the word, that place. They were living in this land where Aeneas and his Trojans were just pillaging. Cum armis ex urbe atquit agris concurrunt. With arms, out of the city and into the field, they ran together, or they lined up. Troiani arma ad proelium parant. So we have our Trojans here at the beginning, just like we're used to, and our verb at the end, parant. The Trojans were preparing. What were they preparing? Well, we have two different accusatives here. Well, partially from semantics, but also from this prepositional phrase, odd will help us organize that. So odd takes an accusative. That means it's not going to be the object of our verb. Instead, arma is going to be. The Trojans were preparing arms for the purpose of battle. This is odd can show motion towards, or in the sense of a motion towards a deed they are about to do. So they are intending towards battle. Sed ante bellum, but before the war. Latinus ducum advenarum. Latinus is our nominative here, and we have an accusative attached to a genitive plural. Latinus, the leader of the new-come strangers, called. So Latinus called the leader for the purpose of speaking together. So there we have that odd with the purpose again. Qui est? Qui estis, Rex dicit. Who are you? The king said. And Aeneas told the miseram fabulum of Troy, the miserable story of Troy. And that's the end of our first reading. I will see you in the next video as we do the other half of the reading for this chapter.